Epiglottis. So we have a part called as epiglottis. So very important here, epiglottis is a flap-like structure. First to say it is a flap-like structure. So why flap-like structure? Usually when we are eating the food and when we are breathing, there are two different kinds of things. So what are there here? Eating will be encouraged by food pipe. Breathing will be encouraged by air pipe. So that means two pipes are there here. So what are the two pipes here? Food pipe and air pipe. And eventually, whenever we are eating, that means here, whenever we are eating the food pipe, the food. So what will happen here? There will be interlinking of two pipes. That means one is air pipe and one is food pipe. So here we can see. If you see this kind of diagram or this video clip, you can see food is entering here. Can you see the food is falling here into the from mouth to, when we are swallowing, from mouth to stomach, it is just falling down. So what will happen here? Can you see here one small flap like structure? This flap like structure will close the air pipe. Can you see? This region is called as air pipe. This region is called as air pipe. I will mention here this region. This region is known as air pipe. And when this air pipe is closed with a flap like structure, this structure, can you see? It is closing this structure. This structure is there. So this structure is called as a epiglottis. This structure is called as epiglottis, and that is a flap muscular structure which is present at the junction of pharynx and larynx. That means food pipe and air pipe. It is a junction between food pipe and air pipe. So simple definition for epiglottis. For 1 mark in your exam will be getting. What is that? What is meant by epiglottis? Epiglottis is a flap muscular structure which is present at the junction of food pipe and air pipe that will prevent entering of food into air pipe. That will prevent entering food into air pipe. So sometimes whenever you are getting, if you know the topics well, and you are supposed to watch the videos with little speed. In the YouTube you will be having the option with a little speed you can make such that the class will be going on with a high efficiency. Understood? So basic learners will be there. So for basic learners, this class mode is enough. But if you are fast learner, means you can put 1.25 speed or 1.5 speed or 1.75 speed or 2.0 speed, as your wish. If you are fast learner, means you can use that settings in your YouTube itself. In the settings column will be there on the video display. And this epiglottis, we discussed flap muscular structure which is present between a junction of food pipe and air pipe that will prevent entering of food into air pipe. So what will happen here if food enters into air pipe? For example, this is the food pipe and this is the air pipe. This is the food pipe and this side is the air pipe. So here food will be entering. Sometimes when you are talking while eating the food, this food suddenly goes into the air pipe. So in order to prevent, here only one arrangement will be there, that is called as epiglottis. Epiglottis will close while you are swallowing the food, such that air pipe cannot be disturbed. Air pipe will be freely made. So that only can you see here in this region you can see this muscle is closing when the food is coming. So this muscle closes when food falls down. So that means here, now this is known as epiglottis, which is present between food pipe and air pipe junction. But at that time, whenever you are talking, then the epiglottis will open like this. It opens directly like this. So during that time, what will happen? This food, while entering, it won't enter into the food pipe. It enters into the air pipe. So when it enters into the air pipe, you'll get cough, sudden cough, sudden cough. You'll be getting sudden cough. So that sudden cough is known as choking. That sudden cough is known as choking. So what is the importance of this epiglottis here? Epiglottis will prevent the food from choking. And how that effect will be there here? In this region only. In this region you can see. So food pipe and air pipe. At this junction you can see that epiglottis is placed. Understood? And here is the topic. We have epiglottis and passage of air. You can see epiglottis diverts air to the lungs. Yes, this is true. And epiglottis diverts food mass away from opening the larynx. Yes, this is true. You can see here air is there, air passage. Air is entering while breathing. But while swallowing, food is entering into this pipe. That means here food pipe is indicated. Here air pipe is indicated. That means a food pipe and here is air pipe. And this traffic is controlled by one part known as epiglottis. Understood? This is the meaning of this thing. And in your exam for 4 marks will be asked, or at least for 2 marks will be asked. And to understand here, we will be having one activity and we shall discuss that activity. Just what you need to do is, first you start swallowing something. That means you start eating something. You just start eating something, a chocolate or anything you start eating. But remember that while eating, you just swallow what the food you are eating, or just you make a experience like a swallowing. Nothing. If you won't eat also, just you swallow something like air and put your finger near the nose. Just near the nose, you just put the finger, and then next while swallowing, you will feel that your breathing will be stopped. That means when you are swallowing the food into the throat, your breathing is stopped. You can feel this. Understood? These kind of questions only will be asked in your SSC. So if you are not able to listen these topics now, so you are going to lose the marks in SSC. Some important topics will be there in 10th class. Those are important to listen. Understood? So that you can answer these kind of questions. In 10th class, direct questions won't be there. Explain the epiglottis. These kind of questions they won't ask. Directly the topic only. What will happen when you just put the finger in front of your nose while you are swallowing? Then you need to explain. Our swallowing is makes the breathing to stop. So why this will occur? That means epiglottis will be there. Epiglottis will close the air pipe here, such that we won't breathe. This kind of answers you need to inculcate. Then only you will be called as a genius student. Otherwise, we will become genius means no. If a student won't complete these basics also, he won't become any expert. These are the things to get you expert. Understood? So this is the thing here about epiglottis, and we will move to next topic here. Here mechanism of respiration in human beings is there. What is the respiration here? For example, see, can you observe here something? Rib bones you are finding, rib cage you are finding here, and under that a small membrane is there. Same like that in our body also. Same for us in our body also. These kind of membrane will be present, and that membrane is known as diaphragm. That membrane is known as diaphragm. What is the use of diaphragm here? Diaphragm will increase or decrease such that air enters or exits our body. Can you see here where the diaphragm is coming down, then giving space to the rib cage here. So giving the space for the rib cage completely. So when diaphragm is pushing down, then rib cages are increasing such that our lungs get increased. If lungs gets increased, air also gets increased in our lungs such that we are then breathing. That means we are breathing at that moment. So when we are breathing, then lungs increase in size. Lungs increase in size means here our diaphragm is pulling down, our diaphragm is getting pulled down. And that you can understand by normal, when you just sleep, when you just sleep here, then you will understand that when you take in air, then your chest increases. When you give out air, your chest decreases. This is what will be helped by diaphragm. Understood? But in females here, rib bones will be helping, not diaphragm. In females, rib bones, this you need to remember. This is an exception. In the choose a correct answer, SSC board will be asking about in females which bones will be helped during breathing, means rib bones, not diaphragm. Understood? This is one exception. In females it is rib bones. The next here, this diaphragm is a flat muscular structure, same like epiglottis. This is also very thin layered flat muscular structure, and it is present just below the lungs, and then it will help in case of uh, breathing. And here is the topic. Here you can see parts are there. Diagram is supposed to draw. This is an important diagram here, and you can see rib bones are there, chest wall muscles are there, lungs, diaphragm, and abdominal cavity. Abdominal cavity in your textbook spelling is wrong. Abdominal, abdominal, correct only. This is correct. So there is one more term is there in biology, MINAL. So this is correct only. And now here you can see two lungs are there. Out of two lungs here, I already said that whenever any organ is there in biology, you need to think that, for example, kidney is there here. So you need to think that one person is there and this kidney is of that person. Then his right side is left side for us and his left side is right side for us. So here right lung is little bigger, left lung is little smaller. Understood? But some students assuming this right lung is larger, left lung is smaller, like this they will think. So this is utterly wrong. Why? Because slightly smaller, I said. Why? Because there is a cavity here called as the cardiac cavity. There heart is located. Here you can see heart is located. So that will be turning slightly towards the left side. So for that purpose here, what will happen? Little lung in the evolution of human many years ago, lakhs years ago, the size of the lung is compressed, little compressed, not much, very little compressed, such that right lung will be little larger comparatively to smaller. But in exam, if you draw right lung sir said like this, very big, left lung said very smaller, means that is wrong. Understood? I never say this kind of thing here, and this is important here. This kind of thing you must not remember, and only slightly smaller here. And here the diaphragm will help the it will act like a floor, and whenever it acts like a floor and like a room. Understood? Then whenever it is relaxing here, then you are breathing outside. Whenever contracting, then we are breathing inside. That means you can see here, whenever you are relaxing, let I rub this all. Whenever you are relaxing, whenever this diaphragm is relaxing, we are giving out air. Whenever membrane is contracting, we are taking inside. Understood? Inside. Inside. If you remember the spelling for here like this, means inside means here contract. Understood? Run out, we will say run out, duck out, like that. So run out means here relaxing means outside. Outside what we will give? Carbon dioxide. Inside what we will take? Oxygen. So this also for 4 marks will be asked. And here you can see inspiration and expiration. So what does it mean here? Expiration means here giving out air. Inspiration means taking in air. Understood? When diaphragm contracts, then lungs gets increased due to intake of oxygen, and that process is called as inspiration. When diaphragm relaxes, then release of carbon dioxide will be seen, and that process is called as expiration. So two types of process is there here, inspiration and expiration here. So normally if you write like that means 10th class will never discriminate your answers here, they will correct nicely. Completely if you are remembering this point to point means no one will give you correct marks, understood? So you need to remember both. That means here if you see this picture you will understand. Can you see this picture here? Two methods are there here, we will discuss. Diaphragm movement, if you see, diaphragm is pushed down and pulled up. If you see the movement here, two moments only you are getting. When pushed down, lungs are increasing. When lungs are increasing, something is entering into lungs. That something is oxygen. And when oxygen increases here, definitely diaphragm, let I write here, diaphragm just contracts. Diaphragm will contracts. This is most important. This is thing. So quite opposite to here. When diaphragm is pulled down, here lungs are increasing. Here lungs decreases. Here oxygen entering. Here carbon dioxide goes out. Here diaphragm contracting. Here diaphragm relaxes. You can see by this small image. Have a look on this. What is happening here? Can you see? When this diaphragm is pulled down, then oxygen molecules entering. Then oxygen molecules will enter. If you kindly observe, lungs are increasing. And then when it pushes up, lungs decreasing. Pushes down, lungs decreasing. Have the concept in your brain for 5 seconds. So till now we discussed about the mechanism of this. Understood? This also carries for 4 marks. Understood? Every topic very neatly. If you listen or understand like that, then complete biology will be in your hands. 40 by 40 will be within just a second you can complete. Understood? So as of now we have discussed about two important major topics here, which is epiglottis and passage of air, and then an experiment while you are swallowing the food, you need to just put the finger under your nose such that you will feel that you are not taking breath. That is a small activities whenever you do here, and that are understanding the basic concepts of the both topics. Next some images we have seen, and then next we have seen mechanism of respiration. Inspiration and expiration will make, inspiration will increase oxygen, expiration will remove out carbon dioxide. Inspiration will contract the diaphragm and expiration will relax the diaphragm. So this is the concept for today, and we'll just meet in the other class. Have a good day ahead.